Hey guys, MTG Noob here bringing you pack 2 of an Innistrad Dark Ascension draft. If you look at any of my cards, you will see they're not very good at the moment. What happened was I got auto picked because my internet logged off. So we have some white cards, and we're going to try to force white. We open a pretty good card here. In case you're wondering, my first pick, which I thought I picked, was a Dungeon Geist. So I'm a little tight that I had to give up that card. But we'll make the best of this since I already invested the money into the draft. I'm not going to really be all pissy about it. I'm going to try to make the best of it. So that being the case, we have some strong white cards. Nothing amazing. We have no other really secondary support color, and we have no idea what the signals we gave off were in the draft or the signals we received. So our draft is not going amazing at the moment, but I'm going to snatch up this evil twin here. Talking about the rest of the pack, there's nothing amazing in it. I don't really want to force green white at the moment. The red's got a waif, but whatever. I'm going to take this evil twin and hope to get past some more goodies. As you can see, of course, the white is drying up, which means that the white signal must have been passed on the other side. So we don't want to be 100% committed to a deck that we can't really play, which kind of sucks, but we're going to try to stay in blue, white, and black. The pick probably is Fortress Crab. It seems like green might be open, even though we just passed a decent green card. This draft's kind of going to hell, so I'm going to try to build some sort of white-blue splash black deck, or just a 3-color monstrosity. Okay, here's 2 really good white cards, and a decent black card. But flipping this is going to be hard. We might be white, black, splash blue. We don't really know at the moment. But let me know if you would take the priest or the bonds. In draft, I'm going to take the bonds. I could be wrong, but we like removal. Okay, it seems like blue and green are both open to an extent. I guess I don't really. I'm not on the self mill plan, so I don't really like this guy unless I am. I'm gonna take a shepherd here, and we're gonna see where we're going. I know this draft is all over the effing place, but you never know. Maybe we'll end up with something decent. All right, we'll take a sentry there. Like I said, I'm just gonna force any white card that comes my way. I'm forcing it. Of course, now we have this, which is we're taking it. I mean, I don't know why it's there, but we'll take it. Our cards are all over the place, as you can tell. I mean, we have some decent white, so we're going to see what gets paired best with white. Okay, all of these cards do nothing for us. We'll take that, and we'll color sort. Hanging in there. We're slightly tilting at the moment, but we have 20 something more cards, 22. We're about halfway through our draft, and I kind of hate our deck, but I'm trying not to hate it. Okay, there's a really late Burning Vengeance, but we don't have enough cards to play it, so we're really just going to take a Silver Chase Fox and see where we're at after that. I mean, I'd really like to just get a signal of a secondary color to jump right into it. I don't really like any of these cards. There's a possibility we might have to play red, so we're going to take a red guy. Jeez, man. I guess we'll take a captain. He goes well with our humans. Take a naturalize. We'll hope. We'll hope for the best. Okay, we'll get interrupted. We'll take a Bramble Crush. I don't really care. We're not going to play that anyway. So far, we're definitely into white. And let's hope we just open a bomb. Like a really great bomb. Still, I'm coming down off of the tilt. So if you hear it in my voice, you know, just hang in there. Alright, we open a Cage Breakers, which is not very amazing. It's okay, but it's definitely going to force us green. We also have a Bonds of Faith, which is in our color, a Harvest Pyre, and an Unburial Rites. So now we kind of have to decide. I think, as much as I don't want to, I think we're going to take the Cage Breakers. He's a pretty powerful card. Oh, a foil Sulphur Falls. That's nice. Alright, it's if we're going into these colors, we can take a Spider Spawning, a Kindercatch, or a Priest, or a foil Sulphur Falls. Foil Sulphur Falls. Alright, let's be honest here. Is anything going to really add to our deck? Yeah, it is. We're going to try to... You know what? Screw it. I'm sorry. I know this is... No, you know what? I don't want it. I have a play set of Sulphur Falls. Alright, I'll grab up this Spider Spawning and see if we can force the deck out of nowhere. Okay, of course this is here, which is a really good card, which makes no sense. I'm very low on removal, not that Blazing Torch is great. This guy's pretty solid. Alright, at this point we're not playing blue. And I don't think we're... I think we're basically white, green. So keeping that in mind, it's between the Torch or the Cathar. We do have a bunch of humans. I'm really liking this guy. You know what? I'm going to take this guy. Jeez, we're just going to call this the Draft from Hell. Okay, we don't see anything amazing. We have a Voiceless Spirit. And we have a Spidery Grasp. We don't have a lot of tricks. We're going to take the Voiceless Spirit. Right. Nothing doing. Apparently blue is super open. So we're going to just grab up this Silent Departure. Nobody's in blue. But there weren't any real signs for us to be in blue either. So this draft continues to go pretty poorly. I hate this card. Like, you don't know how passionately I hate that card. Alright, we're gonna just have no playables. We have 9 more cards left. Let's see where we end up. Alright, we'll take a Grasp of Phantoms. And we will take a Laboratory Mechanic. We're getting all blue now late. And of course, now we have Mulch, Naturalize, Forbidden Alchemy. We'll take a Mulch. And there's nothing else. We'll take a Deranged Assistant just in case. I promise I don't usually draft this poorly. It's just the colors were not there, and our deck just straight up blows. This is what we're bringing to the table. All right, we'll take an Alchemy. We're probably gonna have to be like 3-color special. Take a Purify the Grave. with 10 creatures. Oh, take a Dream Twist. Okay, we're waiting, seeing what happened. Alright, we'll take a wooden stake, and we'll see where we're at. And it's not going to be pretty. So, now this is going to take some crazy build to even go, I'd say 1-2. But we'll try to get there and see what happens. Alright, let's see what we got in blue. Move this up a bit. We have some decent mill in blue. This guy. Okay. So our blue is severely underpowered. Let's talk about the option of having this. Okay, we have some decent black cards. And some decent white cards with no fixing at all. We have no color fixing, so that might factor in here. Just trying to get there. Right, so this was our initial thought for the deck. Something of this nature where it's like blue, white, and black. I don't think that that's good enough. So unfortunately, we're gonna try to make it better from here. As you can see, I can probably play a little red if I wanted to go crazy, but I don't think any of these are real options. So look at all these creatures I have in green. Green deck, 3 creatures. Okay, so this is unfortunately where we're at. I don't think we're playing any of these. It's tempting, don't get me wrong. I'm highly tempted by this, but that's where we're at with 15 creatures. I wish I somehow could naturally have more creatures, but I don't. I think I'm going to have a hell of a time dealing with creatures and such. I have a Naturalize. I have a Dream Twist. Purify the Grave. I have Skillful Lunge. We have nothing doing. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to play that, and we're going to just straight up, sadly, play 4 colors, believe it or not. Might even play this too. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything we don't want in the deck? No, I think this looks pretty bad. I think it looks as bad as you possibly can. I mean, I might want this Dream Twist, but I'm gonna try to hold off. So let's see what they suggest here. Oops. Let's see what they suggest here. Sorry. They have a 3, 3, 6, and 5. Usually I'll listen to them, but in this case we're gonna do that. And we'll play 17 lands. Now, as you can tell, I am going to be going pretty stupid for the rest of this draft. So at least this draft will be fun. So let's do this, and we're gonna kick some ass. All right? What's up? Round 1 coming up. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.